Hi, welcome back to the channel. So today we are doing a matte makeup look. So if you are not hitting the subscribe button, do well to hit the subscribe button. Give me a big time you like the video. No, I do. Let's go straight into the video. So since it's a matte look, I wanted starting with these steps because I really do. I moisturize my face before somebody interpret and think you don't need moisturizer. Moisturize my lips too. So I'm starting off with my Pond's Lasting Oil Primer. I produce so much oil in my brow area, and after doing my brow sometimes I feel like scratching it. So I usually go in with my primer. This primer is actually a very mattifying primer since I have very oily skin. So I comb out my brow with a spoolie. I didn't want to do so much with the brows today. Just wanted filling it in. I love this look. That's why I don't longer draw brows as I used to before. But if you want a detailed brow tutorial, I have that in my channel. So I'm cleaning up my lower brow with the Eyeshadow Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. I do this step every time. And while I do this before I apply primer like the concealer too, because it actually helps to define the brows. Even though I did not draw the brows, I just fill it in. So I still use the Eyeshadow Pro Concealer as my eyeshadow base, and I blend it in with my Damn Beauty sponge using a dabbing motion. So today eyeshadow palette I'm using a GLA eyeshadow palette, and I'm starting off with this burgundy shade, and I'm just outlining my brows, my eye area as if I'm drawing a V. I'm tapping it in so that the pigmentation will be superb too, and I drag the excess to the front of the brow. I'm using this as my transition color to clean up the edges so that there will be no harsh lines, so that the continuity will be perfect. And guys, using the second steps always take longer, so take your time to blend it in. Like you're cleaning out your edges, take your time. So I wanted to darken the V, so I went in with that black shade, just a tap, because cleaning out eyeshadow, black eyeshadow is actually very difficult. So I'm using that pink shade for my main color. Since I said today we are using matte, we are doing matte all the way through, no shimmer today. So I'm tapping it in. I'm just following the outline of my crease. But if you want to extend it upward, you can actually do that. I didn't want that look on this video, so I went back in with my second transition color to blend everything in. So I went in with the wipes to clean out the edges so that it will be very sharp. The eyeshadow will be sharp. So to draw my wing, I'm using a gel liner today. I don't know why I opted for a gel liner, but I just felt like using a gel liner. And the wing wasn't that long, wasn't that dramatic, just moderate wing. And I tight line too. I tight line my upper listing. So I'm going in with the Pond's Lasting Oil Primer, the one I showed you before, because I produce oil on every part of my face. So I rub it in. I don't leave that white thing because it's very difficult to cover with a foundation. My foundation is the Ezekiel Even True Foundation in the shade 025, and I'm blending it in with my classic foundation brush, using a dabbing motion to blend it all out. And guys, when you're blending your foundation too, please don't forget to blend in your neck. It's actually very important. So for my highlights, I'm going in with that same Eyeshadow Pro Concealer for my highlights. I'm not applying much. Like I usually say, if you are a beginner, you blend as you go, because it's actually some concealers dry up very fast. So if you apply and keep, then you apply every other side, you might come back and it's too dry for you to blend out. So if you're a beginner, you apply, you blend, you apply, you blend. That is actually the best option. So I'm going in with the Damn Beauty sponge to blend it out. I like using a sponge to blend out my concealer. I don't know, that's just my thing. You can actually use a brush if you prefer, but me personally, I like using a Damn Beauty sponge to blend out my highlights. And I'm using a dabbing motion. I'm being careful so that I will not mess up the eyes. So I'm setting all the highlighted part of my face with the Eyeshadow Professional Powder Palette. I set it in immediately with my setting powder. I'm using a pressed powder now, the powder palette I told you about. So for my contour, still the Eyeshadow Professional Powder Palette. I go 2 shades darker for my contour, like for my cheekbone and my hairline. I go 2 shades darker. But to contour my nose, I usually go down just 1 shade darker, because for nose contour it's actually very difficult to blend it out. If you go 2 shades or 3 shades darker, it will not look nice. Just trust me on that one. So I go in with just a shade darker for my nose contour. And you guys know I love blushes. I love adding colors to my face after my makeup. So I'm going with a blush, a red blush. I've not tried any liquid blush before. I will think about it. So I'm setting my entire face with my finishing powder, tapping it all in. So today I wanted something nice, something edgy, something spicy. So I'm using a white liner to line my waterline, just to the edge here. Then I continue with the dark gel liner I used before to line the remaining side. So what I did to my upper brow, I'll do same to my lower brow. I go in with the darkest shade first, not the black, the burgundy shade, to join it with the upper side. I always say that in makeup there should be continuity. So for the outer side, I'll go in with the pink, the one I use as my main color. Since today is for the matte look day, I had to wipe up the lip gloss I used, so that I'll apply a lip and matte lip. So I line it in first with this brown pencil. Then I go in with this natural lip and natural matte lippy, and I'm blending it out with my finger. Like, you have to blend it out. Blend it. You can use your finger if you prefer, or use a brush. So I go in with a mascara for my bottom lashes, and I did my lashes off camera. So guys, this is the final look. Hope I delivered. I almost cheated by applying a highlighter, but I said no. I said matte, I'll make it matte. So guys, hope you had fun. Hope you learned something from today's video. Don't forget to subscribe. Give me a big thumbs up. Until the next video. Bye guys.